So let's put all the way here. Let's do a disadvantage. So first of all, let's change that color to gray. So this is going to be -2. Yeah, -2. It's going to be -1. Even. +1. How do I add another color? There we go. Row, not color. And then +2. Alright. Alright, so let's start with the matchups that Olimar actually loses. Which I think is like, well, -2. I think there is. Realistically speaking, I think there's one character that he loses -2. And that's Palutena. Not Palutena. Rosalina and Luma. I think the only character he loses -2 is Rosalina and Luma. And the reason for that is actually quite simple. Just outspaces you, outdistances you, and is very good in neutral as well. Very good in neutral, very good in advantage. So it's very hard to get in, and especially with like Olimar's slow speed, it's very difficult to actually get in. Once you get in, you do a ton of damage, but it's just very, very difficult for you to consistently remain in their face. And obviously she can edge guard you very, very well, so she's able to take advantage of Olimar's weaknesses, nullify his strengths, and thus I think she's like the only character that's -2. Then we go to -1, and there's a few. First one, Richter. Yeah, you might as well put Simon there as well. Same thing. Reason why they're here, they outspace you. They've got more range, outrange you. I mean, they got more range than you. It's very difficult to get in. Granted, once you get in, you can throw them off stage and basically gimp them. It's very, I mean, that's very, very good to do. But just in neutral, it's just very, very difficult to actually get in. Additionally, once you're off stage, they're great. You know, they're just throwing projectiles left, right, and center. And because of Olimar's bad disadvantage, it's very difficult for him to get off the ledge. Which is why I think this one is probably -1. Not terribly difficult, but like difficult enough where it deserves to be here. Basically, you can always out damage them. That's the great thing. The only thing is, of course, it is just very, very difficult to actually get in. So that's why that's -1 for me. Next up, who else is -1? Let's see. Okay. Fun story. Falco's -1. I think that one was a given. Falco is probably one of the most hated Olimar matchups ever. And the reason for that is actually very simple. Quite frankly, when Falco spams, when I say spam, I mean spam. When Falco spams his down B, his reflector, and just uses laser, when he plays Degenerate, he's actually much more harder to deal with than if he actually plays Honest. So Falco, these are, by the way, in all. I'll try and have them as ordered as possible in terms of like the worst and the best matchups. So Falco is definitely a harder matchup than Richter and Simon. It's just annoying. That's what it is. He's annoying. If he plays annoying, he is dangerous. If he plays like Honest, like good, you know, fisticuffs, then it's much easier to handle him. So I put him at -1 for now. Next up, funnily enough, Little Mac was going to be -1. Not anymore. The shield fix actually fixed that. Because before that, Little Mac's side B, you couldn't shield that. You couldn't contest that because obviously your smash attacks would just clank. And you couldn't shield it because it would always hit you from above. It would always shield poke. But since the shield fix, that's not the case anymore. Besides that, alright, besides that, Mega Man. Mega Man is a difficult one for me really to say, and the reason for that is actually I've got enough experience against Mega Man, but the few times I played against Mega Man, it was very, very, very annoying. That's what it was. Leaf Blade, Metal Blade, Leaf Shield, and Metal Blade. The pellets as well. It's just an annoying matchup. That's really what it boils down. It's an annoying one. That's what it is. But he's like, it's primarily annoying. Not so much a terrible matchup, but it's still slightly in Mega Man's favor. Again, I've not got enough experience against Mega Man, so I can't really say. But I'll put him like at the bottom of like -1. I think that about sums it up. That's about all the bad matchups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters that I think he loses against. In terms of even matchups, oh boy, Bowser. I know a lot of all my mains say that Bowser wins this matchup. I played against enough Bowsers to say it is even. It's either you blow them up or they blow you up. It's basically that. That's what it really boils down to. You blow them up or they blow you up. There's like no in between. It's a very high octane matchup. It's a very difficult one, but also a very easy one. It's both really. Like either you get going or they get going, and it's whoever gets going first that wins this. So I think it's even. Shulky Boy. I've always wanted to main Shulk. Sort of, yeah. I always decided Olimar or Shulk. I went with Olimar. Shulk, he is difficult but not. Obviously with his range, it's just too much. But because of the starter and the end lag, it's actually very easy to punish him. So it's kind of, I feel like it's very similar to like the Bowser matchup. It's like whoever gets going first wins. I feel like if you're stuck behind, it is very difficult for you to catch up, but if you're stuck ahead, it is just very easy to keep that going, that momentum. So for me, it's an even matchup. I think honestly, it is an even matchup. I would put Shulk just higher than Bowser. So Shulk is closer to -1 than Bowser. Next up, let's have a look. I don't have enough Bylifix, but a few times that I played Bylif, it wasn't actually that bad. Cloud is a little bit of an issue, but not too much, honestly. Captain Falcon, I think it's relatively even. I don't think anyone really, I don't think any character really is, I think it's like the 50-50. This will be the middle ground of like the even category. Either Falcon gets his combos off, you can whistle through them, of course, but either Falcon gets his combos off or you just kind of out-damage Falcon. Once he's in disadvantage, you just kind of take care of him. But like, he can get his combos off so easily because obviously Olimar's fall speed, Olimar's kind of like combo food as well, so it's very easy for Captain Falcon to just kind of do his thing. But it's also very easy for Olimar to just kind of do his thing. So I think this is like the definition of even. Next up, Zelda. I hate Zelda. Fighting against Zelda is like the worst thing. Again, Zelda's in a very similar situation as Falco. If they decide to play annoying, it is annoying. The difference is Falco can actually play up close. Zelda just plays annoying. So it's more so an annoying matchup than a losing one. But like Reflect, plus the Phantom, it's like a Rubik's Cube. Granted, I've got a Rubik's Cube right here. It's like a Rubik's Cube, alright? You kind of just have to get through that wall. But once you do, Olimar just out damages her. Even with the buffs, Olimar just out damages and out kills her easily. So that's why it's in even. But she has the annoyance factor plus the kill factor, which is obviously against a character like Olimar, who is very, very light. That's a huge bonus. So that's why it's closer to -1. But it's still an even category. Mario, I'll group these two together. Honestly, Marth as well is the same thing. So I'll talk about these three. Mario, again, Olimar is kind of combo food, but Mario also has the fast frame data to kind of punish whatever Olimar is doing. So like, for example, you use up smash on their shield, they can block it, then get away with their own up smash or their own up B, making your move basically, invalidating that. Then they've got Flood, keeps you longer in disadvantage. Again, Olimar is bad in disadvantage. You can whistle through combos through the Mario juggles basically, but it is harder to do against Mario specifically because there is no it's no set timing. It is much more free flowing. It might just be up air, up air, up air, up air, up air, and up B, but the Mario can delay his timing, and that's the main thing. That's why it's very difficult to actually whistle through them. And Mario can just kill very easily with his throws, his up smash, forward smash, up B. So he's got a lot of moves that just destroy the Pikmins, that destroy Olimar very, very early. The only reason why I think it is even, not -1, is because while Mario is powerful, I feel like he's a little bit too honest. And against a character like Olimar, you don't really want to be too honest. Because with Mario, up smash, he's, up air, and he's at 60. Once he's at 60, get him off stage. He's not gimpable, granted, but he isn't immune to being gimped. He isn't immune to being edge guarded. And that's why I think it's an even one. And that actually applies to Marth and Lucina as well. Lucina, super good at edge guarding. While Mario, I would say, is a little bit more harder to deal with in neutral. I think Lucina is just a much bigger wall, a defensive mount character. Obviously, let's include them both, Lucina and Marth. I think they're both more defensive-minded characters, but they're very good at edge guarding. And that's obviously Olimar's weakness, his big weakness. And they outrange him too, except with yellow Pikmin, in which I believe it is even with yellow Pikmin. I think the range is even with yellow Pikmin on aerials, but they're just difficult to deal with. Again, the side argument to that is that they're not gimpable. I don't want to use the word gimpable, but like, you just out damage them. You do more damage to them at every occasion. You just need one hit, and then they're basically already at halfway to death percent, and then from there on, you just kind of put them in disadvantage, and they struggle as well. Obviously, Olimar struggles in disadvantage, but I feel like they struggle against Olimar specifically in disadvantage as well because of their recovery. It is not free flowing. Mario includes that as well. They're not free flowing recoveries. If you have a purple, you throw the purple off, they have to either dodge it or they get hit by it. And if they dodge it, you might not be able to recover. And if they get hit by it, they'll die. So that's why I think these three, it's even. I don't think anyone wins here, but I think like whichever side makes the first mistake or whichever side gets punished and disadvantaged faster, earlier, loses this one. Alright. Next up. So now we'll get to, unless I've missed someone, we'll get to like the matchups that are on the even side, but more so on the +1 side. actually. Wolf. Wolf goes here. Wolf is like one of the worst Olimar matchups out there, but I still think it's even. Wolf is like known as like the worst or one of the worst Olimar matchups, but Wolf is still even. He gets the Pikmin off very easily. Like you put Pikmins in him, reflect, shine, gone. Again, Olimar's combo food, so he can just combo you. Just kills you very easily. Obviously, Olimar is light. He's just kind of like the anti-Olimar in a way. Although, just because of his recovery, I think this matchup is even. If it wasn't for his recovery, I would say that this matchup would be +1, -1, or -2. Wolf is basically like the anti-counter here. But I think just because of his recovery, basically, if you're playing against a Wolf, pick your stage right. Pick a stage where they can't. Pick a stage like FD, I'd say, where they can't wall jump, they can't gain platforms or anything of that sort. And I feel like if you pick one of those stages, then you're winning this matchup. If you pick a stage where they can recover easily, you're losing the matchup. So I think this is heavily one of those pick the right stage matchups in this game. And I feel like Wolf has all the tools to beat Olimar, but I think it is just about even. Just about. It's like, honestly, it's like here. I think it's here, yeah. What else is there? Well. Yeah, I think Joker goes here. And the reason why I think that is because with the nerfs, it's very, very easy to get rid of Arsene. One white Pikmin and honestly, for the most part, one white Pikmin and Arsene is gone in like 3 seconds. You get one up smash into up air, or up smash into up smash into up air, and Arsene is gone. So it's very simple to get rid of. You get a fair grab, down throw, fair, Arsene is gone. So just because of the nerfs, I think this matchup is a lot more even than it was previously. Before the nerfs, I think Joker was about here, but now with the nerfs, I think he's here. I still think it's like a slightly more favor towards Joker, but in the large scheme, just because of his skill power, but in the large scheme of things, and how good he is in just neutral, how good he is at an advantage, and how good he is at disadvantage. But like besides that, I think you can just get rid of Arsene in like 5 seconds, so it like removes his kill potential, which is why I think it's even, like here even. Let's see who else. Let's zoom in a little bit. Peach and Daisy. Quite frankly, I think they're a very tough matchup, but I also think that this is a matchup where you need yellow Pikmin, especially for that extra range. I feel like you need yellow Pikmin for this matchup, because with yellow Pikmin, you just outrange them. All your moves basically outrange them with yellow Pikmin. So this is one of those matchups where you need your Pikmin management to be very, very good, and you need to get the right Pikmin. So not the purple one, not red, not white. I mean, white is always useful, I guess, but like this one is one where like yellow is key. Yellow Pikmin is super key. They obviously do a ton of damage. You do a ton of damage. Both people do a ton of damage. Really, it boils down to who can get the kill faster. And I feel like with kill wise, Olimar's areas are very, very hella strong. Back here, like kills at like 80 near the ledge, and you can get up to 80 with like realistically, if you get a white Pikmin into like purple up smash, purple up there, it's there at 80. That's basically what it is. So, it's a matchup where it's difficult because you do one mistake and you die, but then you just I feel like you just outplay them because obviously Peach is very much a punish kind of character, but I feel like if you primarily focus on aerials against Peach and Daisy, you're winning this. But if you do anything else, you're losing this. So it's one of those matchups. Next up, Gunner. I hate Gunner. This is one of those matchups that I actually really hate. I think it's the side B that like travels half the map. Annoying. The down B, which is like, well, it depends obviously which kind of Gunner you're fighting with. The down B, which is like Samus's what it called Samus's down B, annoying. Neutral B, annoying. Reflector, annoying. It's just an annoying matchup. That's what it boils. That's what it boils down to. It's an annoying matchup more than anything else. But I feel like just because of Olim's damage output and his ability to gimp characters and edgeguard characters and even ledge trap characters, I feel like you win this matchup. But it's one of those where you have to like avoid everything because all the moves, it seems like they're no, I can't even say that. No, the moves do clank, granted, but like not all of them. So you just kind of need to be familiar with that matchup because if you're not, you could be like recovering, they just side B and it hits you and you're like, how did I just die? It's just annoying. That's what it was. It's super annoying. Speaking of annoying, Hero, because I thought of the side B, Hero kind of the same thing with Kaboom. Hero isn't. Hero, it's an annoying matchup. It's not a losing one. It's not a winning one. It's an annoying one. Obviously with bounce, it just gets more annoying. But then you just focus on aerials or tilts, primarily aerials, honestly, or grabs, of course. He just has a lot of things. He hasn't got any combo, so you can't really whistle out of anything. You just kind of have to just use your projectiles, use your Pikmins better than he uses his projectiles, and most of the time you can, because Hero isn't a character that's gonna approach you that much. So while he's not approaching, you can just sort your lineup out, get more whites, throw them on him, get purple, use that to do heavy damage. So you just kind of use the time that you have, create the right Pikmin that you want. That's basically the kind of matchup that is. Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Palo, even. She does a ton of damage. You do a ton of damage. She edguards you. You out damage her, of course. Now she's kind of struggling. Actually, with the nerfs, I'll keep it at even still, not a +1. But before the nerfs, I thought it was even. Now with the nerfs, she struggles killing, so I feel like it might be +1 even. It's definitely under like the lower end of like even. So closer to +1. I feel like I said, Captain Falcon is basically the middle of even. So anything below Captain Falcon means that it's very like a 0.5, basically, like very slightly Olimar winning. Anything above Captain Falcon, I feel like those characters are slightly winning. So yeah, Palutena, Olimar beats Palutena. Okay, the rats. Funny enough, Pichu actually beat Olimar in like the earlier patches, and Pikachu always lost against, or always went even against Olimar. I'd actually say, no, I would actually say that Pikachu loses, and I'll tell you why. You can actually whistle out of Pikachu's combos. Whereas with Peach's combos, Peach's combos and Peach's kill power, that's why it was +1 or +2 in terms of like, well, Pikachu's favor. But now with like how easy Pikachu dies, doing so much damage to itself, it's even matchup. Slightly Olimar winning because he just does so much damage, so you can kill Pichu very easily. Pikachu, however, doesn't have that outright kill power. So you can actually play a lot more against Pikachu, and he can edgeguard you, yes, but it's very difficult to edge guard Olimar. It's like one of those things where you don't even try it really. So that's why I think Pikachu is a +1. Pichu is an even, just because of the kill power. Olimar is light. You always have to think about the kill power with Olimar. Now, it's very controversial take, I think, having Pichu as even and Pikachu as +1. Piranha Plant goes here. I hate Poison Cloud. That's all I'm gonna say. That just stops your attack. You can't smash through it. You can't throw pigments through it. It's just super annoying. You out damage Piranha Plant. Let's get that straight. But once you're at disadvantage, Piranha Plant, Poison, Spike Ball. Okay, you don't want to get hit by Poison. You jump. You get hit by Spike Ball. You don't want to get hit by Spike Ball. You roll, or you normal get up or get up attack. You get hit by Poison. So once you're at disadvantage against Piranha Plant, you just struggle. You get grabbed. Piranha Plant can kill you with an up throw at like 120 because Olimar is so light. It's just a difficult matchup. And the reason why it's even, not winning, is because Piranha Plant it just isn't that good in neutral. You've got a lot of tricks, and I feel like once you know those tricks, you can kind of circumvent those. But it's an annoying, more than anything, it's an annoying one. You can probably notice that a lot of these are annoying, rather than like you outright losing. You just have to adapt, play different, basically. But Piranha Plant, it is one of those. It is one of those. Who else? Who else? Who am I missing? Am I missing? Rob. Rob is annoying. Again, Rob is annoying. His side B reflects pigment, so if you're smashing or throwing side B or anything of that sort, it just reflects it. He can play that projectile wall with you. He can camp you basically. It's very difficult to edge guard him. It's just you need to have more patience than Rob basically. And that's a very difficult thing to do when Robs, they can just sit back and just laser down B, laser down B, so you just kind of need to have more patience in them. Although, a talented Rob will attack you as well, they'll switch up their timing, so it is just difficult. It is just a difficult matchup, honestly. But just because of the damage, I think it's even. That's really what it was. Just because of the damage, I think it's even. Because once you get in, you get in. That's basically what it is. Like once you get in, Robs can't really do much. You just have to kind of get in, or you gotta just wait. And like you can't, against Rob, you can't really play normal, which is like be patient then attack, then be patient. Against Rob, you're either super patient or you're super aggressive. There's like no real in between, in my honest opinion. All right. You know what? Let's go to the +1, and then later on I'll fill out more evens. +1. The characters I think Olimar beats. Well, how do we talk about +1? Here is a +2. Zero Suit. Zero Suit Samus. You're tiny. You outdamage her. You can just whistle through her combos or strings. And she struggles with characters that are tiny, so you can just kind of avoid her for the most part. It's just you're pretty much like the anti-Zero Suit, basically. That's what it boils down. You're the anti-Zero Suit Samus, so that's why it's a +2. That's what it is. Yeah, there's not much that needs to be said about that one. Samus and Dark Samus. I know a lot of Olimar mains, a lot of Samus mains say that this is like Samus's worst matchup, and Olimar wins this +2. I think with the nerves, it's actually +1, and the reason for that is very very simple. She has kill power. Up throw kills at like 125, 130 without rage on like Final Destination. It is absurd. Samus lives till a super crazy long time. You know, she does damage. You just have to get. It's one of those where like you have to keep pushing. You have to keep pushing because she's gonna try and camp you, and you can try and camp her back, and it'll work a lot of the time. But like once she has the lead percentage, it is just difficult to get back. But because of your damage output, because like one Pikmin can stop the neutral B, the charge shot, you just throw a Pikmin, on the you just throw a Pikmin on the stage. The Pikmin stays there on the stage, doesn't move at all. She shoots charge shot, doesn't matter, hits the Pikmin, disappears. So it is actually kind of annoying matchup for Samus. But I just feel like with the kill power that she now has, I have to say I feel like this was +1, not +2. I think it's like closer to even than +2. My honest opinion. Banjo Kazooie, quite frankly, they rely so much on like their eggs, their grenade bombs. You can just rush in. You can literally just rush in and just pile on the damage. There isn't much that they can honestly do. Now that I think, there isn't really anything they can do. Like the only thing they had was like use grenade egg into Wonder Wing. That was like a thing that they had, which would like always shield poke, but it doesn't work anymore. So they can't even shield poke anymore with that setup. It's a +2. It's a +2. You just do everything times 10. Everything that they can do, you do times 10. Bayonetta, simple. +2. Only thing she can do is which time your Pikmin. That's it. That's it. For a lot of her combos, you can just whistle through. She's very weak to grabbing. So having a good grab range is just messes her up. At the end of the day, there isn't much she can do. She can't kill. They don't have kill power. You just out damage her, and which time isn't really going to work against you. So it's a +2 in my honest opinion. Next up. There are a few I'm hesitating to like put anywhere right now, and I'll get into those later. Sheik +1, you out damage her, she struggles to kill. That's it. That's it. Neutral, I think it's pretty even, 50-50. You just out damage her. And that's what it boils down to. Like you out damage her, she can't kill you. It's a +1. Because of her speed though, and like her trickery, it's not a +2, just +1. Snake. Snake, I'll tell you why. Snake is hella annoying. And I'll tell you why. He's so annoying because your Pikmin sometimes just bring the grenades back to you. You throw out a Pikmin with side B, misses him, then they run back to you, and a grenade that's like on a stage somewhere, they'll just bring that to you. That's why it's so annoying. But going against a character like Snake, who goes for the trades, usually it works with Snake because he goes for the trades. Against Olimar, it doesn't work because of Olimar's kill power. Olimar has, if Snake tries to get to you 250 damage while taking 130, congratulations. I need one purple grab. Sorry, not purple. I need one blue grab. Snake's dead. Anyway, I need one. Snake gets himself to 100. You are at 100 to try and trade purple back air. He dies. So obviously, red Pikmin being immune to the fire, the explosions, I should say. It's why it's winning. He tries and trades, but it's easy for you to kill. Whereas for Snake, Nikita, alright, fair enough. But it's easier for you to kill than it is for Snake, and that's why it's a +1. Duck Hunt. Honestly, I can't rate Duck Hunt. Because I haven't played a Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt goes here. I'll just put the characters that I haven't really played against. I played against Ice Climbers, but none that do decent, so I can't really rate Ice Climbers. Haven't gone up against the Corrin. Have not actually gone up against a single pit. Neither a brawler and neither a swords. Kirby. Super controversial opinion time. Kirby goes here. He's closer to being a -1. And I'll let you know why. Once he inhales you, he just is annoying. Like, you know how Olimar, like, his purple Pikmin pushes you back and has a hitbox? For Kirby, every Pikmin that he throws has a hitbox. So you can just throw, spam throw, and it all has a hitbox. Once he inhales you, it's the matchup becomes like 10 times more difficult. The good thing about it though is that besides that, Kirby is weak. So if he doesn't inhale you, it's like a +2. If he inhales you, it's like a -2. So it's pretty much it's an even, basically. That's what it was. It's an even, alright? That's what it is. It's an even matchup. Fox also goes uneven. He does a ton of damage. Has good kill power. Has good kill confirms, or kill setters, I should say. But he's just so easy to beat. Like once he's off stage, it's just so easy to beat Fox. Because if Fox, tries to illusion, you side B. If Fox tries to use, his up B, you can just down air. Or you can use a purple Pikmin to throw towards the stage where he would grab the stage to frame him. So you just have all these options, which is why it's uneven. You also out-damage him for the most part, although he can put that damage kind of back, so it's at the bottom of even, I would say. Cloud is a more difficult +1 than Snake. Dash attack kills all Pikmin. He's a swordy too, but the thing is, throw him off stage. Throw him off stage and game is over. That's really what it boils down to for sure. Just throw him off stage. You can also throw Pikmin on stage, and his neutral B, won't get phased. Also, his side B, his cross slash doesn't shield poke anymore. So hey, perfect. Ganondorf -2. I don't think I have to explain Ganondorf. He's just one of the worst characters in the game, or the worst character in the game. That's all it is, really. Little Mark, again, it used to be even before, just because his side B used to always like shield poke. Now it's a +2. Simple. Alright, let's talk about Roy and Chrom. I'll mix them all together. Roy here, Chrom here. Roy kills super early with his side B. He also outranges you, just is that fast. What I'm saying applies to both, of course. But they're both so fast, they both have so much power, do so much percent damage. The only thing that they lack, especially especially Chrom, is his disadvantage. With Purple Pikmin as well, they just struggle hard. Roy, on the other hand, Roy, on the other hand, less so, but I don't know. But like Roy is just easy to deal with because he can either blow you up or. But like with Roy, he has very specific kill options, very specific kill setups that if you avoid, he struggles killing you. Whereas Crom has an easy time killing you, but is therefore weaker in a disadvantage. So it kind of balances out, and they're both here. They're still closer to winning. Sorry, yeah, those two are closer to winning, as in -1. Then they are even, but then they are losing, but they're still an even. Link, I want to put in don't know, because I feel like I've played against links that I just have no chance against, and then I've played against links where I demolished them. So I need to play against Link more so I can actually paint a great picture. Let me speed this up a little bit because I'm taking too long here. Bowser Jr., you outdamage him. There's not much he can actually do. You kind of just gotta be patient. You gotta be patient, which is very difficult against a character like Bowser Jr., but you just gotta be patient and you could just kill him. That's really it. Diddy Kong, you beat him. There's nothing he can. There's nothing. You know what? Diddy Kong is a +2. There is nothing he really has that can really do anything against you. Actually, let me just write here. Even ordered. All right. Actually. All right. There's nothing he can do that really should get you, really, realistically speaking. Wario +1. You beat Wario. Wario likes to approach by the air. You can stuff that out. You've got your outrange, and basically Wario's weakness is range. You've got more range in him in the air and on the ground. So yeah, waft combos you can actually get out of them with whistle. So there's not much he can do. The only reason why he's here is because he's got that kill power, and once he gets with waft, there are some certain waft setups that you can't get out of, but like a lot of them you can actually get out of. So yeah. Shotos. They're closer to here. Where is real areas? And I'm including Terry here as well. All three. What I'm going to say applies to all three. Basically, if they get close to you, they do hella damage. The good thing about Olimar is you can camp. If you want to play close up, of course, then it can be difficult. But you just gotta camp, man. You gotta camp. It's like one of those where you just sit back, get your Pikmin lineup correct, and then you just wait for them to approach, get them off stage, and obviously once they're off stage, you have a horrible disadvantage. So you just kind of abuse that. It's like one of those matches where you kind of just wait at the ledge, similar to like Little Mac. You kind of wait at the ledge, grab them, throw them off. Greninja. I'll put it at don't know, because I would have put it at even. But I'm going to put it at don't know because I've only played against one Greninja. I don't have times against that Greninja, but only against one. So I don't want to like have just one person make my faults up, be the reason why I think a certain way. Basically, I need more experience against Greninja. Pac-Man, don't know. Jigglypuff, +1, not +2, +1. Actually, no, +2, +2. Yeah. Jigglypuff tries to approach you from the air. Up smash, up air. You've got more your range Jigglypuff. She tries to edge guard you. Your Olimar. Up, down, up. You can fly basically. You can also hit back. So it's a +2. You shouldn't lose to Jigglypuff. That's basically what it was. You shouldn't be losing this matchup. Byleth, it's a +1. Yes, she has range, but because of her slow speed, her slow mobility in general, she can't really use that range. Olimar can actually get in. He can actually get in and fight close range. That's what it is. That's what I want. And she can't really edge guard you that well. So that's why I think Olimar wins. It's a +1. Again, I'm kind of just speeding through these right now because this has been 45 minutes long. But yeah, Dr. Mario, it's a +1. Weaker version of what I said earlier from Mario. Basically, easier to gimp. Game & Watch, +1, very much so. One of the easier +1s, honestly. I still don't put him below like the Samuses, honestly. Let me just order this a little bit. Alright. Game Watch. Yeah, he might want to up B out of shield and whatnot, but you can just kind of outrange him. You just really outrange him. You just kind of, dodge and weave. It's like boxing, basically. Dodge his move and then attack. That's basically what's happening with Game Watch. You kind of just dodge his moves and then just kind of go back, You got the range to like kind of just wait for him to do his typical, down air into up B, wait for him to down air, then use your F smash. If it hits, great. If it doesn't hit, any shields, and then up B's doesn't hit you. You've got enough range. So the thing that he's good at, which is like having, getting a frame free option out of shield, doesn't matter to you. Perfect. DK +1. You can juggle DK, but DK can do a lot of damage. Honestly, I'll put it at even, bottom of even, because he just does a lot of damage. Sorry, he kills you very, very easy, but you can just get a lot of damage on him. So it really depends like who blows the other person up first. Because you're Olimar, it's generally you. But he's got enough kill power to make it even. That's what it boils down to. And you can edge guard him super easily. Ike. I put Ike here. If he tries to side B back to stage, Pedal Pikmin stops him. Or if he hits the Pikmin in the air, if he tries to side B, you throw a Pikmin, he hits the Pikmin at the air, it stops his momentum completely. He tries to up B, you can down air or down smash. And besides that, all he's really got going for it is like his nair in neutral. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much easy. That's easy and obvious. I'll actually put a +2 here. Pokemon Trainer at even. Pokemon Trainers at even because, quite frankly, depending on the Pokemon, it's going to take a while. Depending on the Pokemon, it's a very completely different matchup. Against Charizard, Olimar wins +2, because realistically, like, he can just juggle him. Charizard tries to get back with like Flare Blitz very rarely, but if he does try and get back with Flare Blitz, you can just Pikmin. No. And in general, you just out damage Charizard. You out kill Charizard. Squirtle can be quite tricky, but then you've got your Whistle, which just goes through it. Ivysaur is the tricky one in my honest opinion. If the Ivysaur just sits back and throws a Razor Leaf, it feels like you're losing. It sounds silly, but it feels like you're losing when Ivysaur just throws out Razor Leaf. But that's what I'm saying. That would, at most, that would be a -1. But because like the other two Pokemon are, in my opinion, like a +1 or a +2, I'd put Pokemon Trainer at like the bottom of even, the very bottom of even. I think Olimar is slightly winning, but not enough. I would put it on +1, just slightly, like a hint. Lucario, don't know. Inkling is an even. Inkling is an even because, actually it's a +1. Because up smash, spot dodge, up smash, they can't grab you. Besides that, everything is even. Like whoever gets more damage on gets the first kill. It's basically just a back and forth match. But just because of that one thing, that up smash, spot dodge, if Inkling tries to grab you after you up smash, they can't. Because the grab is one frame too slow. So you can up smash, spot dodge, up smash again. So it's a very good option. I have to say, it's a very good option. So yeah, it's a +1 in my honest opinion. Don't know Meta Knight. No idea. No idea what Ridley. No idea. Sonic, no idea. Wii Fit Trainer, no idea. Honestly, Yoshi, no idea. I played against Young Link once, never against a Toon Link, never against a Villager. Ness is one of my most hated matchups, but I don't think Olimar loses it. I just think it's a +1. Do I? I don't know. It's my hated matchup, but that's because I only play it Wi-Fi. I haven't played one offline, so I'm going to put it in don't know. Incineroar, haven't played one offline. Isabel, I've only played one online, not offline. Not played one offline. Played one online, I think. Sorry, played one offline. A player that was better than me. I beat him because all I did was not approach. That's it. That's literally it. That's it. Don't approach and you win. I literally just sat back, didn't approach, just threw pigments. Forced him to approach, then grabbed him. Did my usual things, my 50, 60, 70% damage. Oh, cool, that's it. That's what it boils down to. They then switched to Bowser and then beat me. But hey, it was close. It was close. 2-1. But yeah, it's a +2. Is it the freest +2 though? No. Probably like that. Yeah, probably like that. Mewtwo, I've not played one. I've actually not played a Luigi. I've played against a Lucas, but only offline. Sorry, only online. So that's my tier list then. This right here is my tier list. There you go. That's my tier list from beginning to end. You can clearly see why I think Olimar is like top tier. He has 5 matchups that I would say he's losing, definitely. I think these 3 are like super close to him losing -1. If I did up 0.5, these would be in 0.5. And then like if I did one for +0.5, I would put I'll probably I put these 3 and like +0.5. +1, here they are. +2, here they are. All of these tiers, let me just write that there. Ordered. All of them. There we go. That is my Olimar 7.0 tier list. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Until next time.